Welcome to Brain Balance. Today we are going to talk about anxiety and the effects it has on your mental health. If you are someone who stresses about small things and likes to worry yourself all the time, then you are probably familiar with the word anxiety and being anxious. As the competition in society grows, the numbers of people with anxiety have been skyrocketing. But what exactly is anxiety? In today's video, we are going to discuss all aspects of anxiety, including its types, causes, effects, and symptoms. We will also provide you with some possible treatments and tips to help you with your anxiety. So be sure to watch the video till the end so you don't miss out on anything. But before we start the video, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for your daily dose of mental health. What is anxiety? Medically speaking, anxiety is your body's natural response to stress and overthinking. Remember stressing about your first day at school or first time at work? And as the time nears, you start feeling tingly and strange in your stomach? That's anxiety. Anxiety in general is a part of your daily life. It's good to feel anxious about something temporarily, but if the feeling of anxiety lasts more than a few months, or if it gradually starts interfering in your daily life, the chances are this might lead to several medical disorders that originate from anxiety. One of the most common disorders among people these days is anxiety disorder. According to the National Institute of Mental Health, about 40 million US adults have some type of anxiety disorder, and the number rakes up to an estimated 275 million people worldwide. That's 4% of the whole world's population. What is anxiety disorder? In simple words, anxiety disorder is something that can make your daily life more difficult than it has to be. Ordinary anxiety comes and goes depending on your stress level. It's also considered healthy, as it motivates you to work harder on something. But if the feeling of anxiety is stuck with you for a long period of time, it can affect your physical and mental health. What are some types of anxiety disorders? Number 1. Social anxiety. This is when you start to develop a phobia, dreading any social interaction, especially the one that makes you the center of attention. This anxiety comes from the fear of being judged, bullied, rejected, or offending someone. Many people with a bad history of social experience end up developing social anxiety, and it is even more common in celebrities who face judgment, rejection, and bullying on a global scale. Famous people like Oprah Winfrey, Taylor Swift, Adele, and Stephen Colbert have opened up about having social anxiety due to their line of careers. Number 2. Panic attacks. Panic attacks are the intensified fear of something bad. Celebrity Amanda Seyfried described her panic attacks as feeling of life and death as your body enters the fight or flight mode. Similarly, Selena Gomez opened up about having panic attacks before her show due to her stress and depression. These attacks happen at random times and can trigger heart palpitations, shortness of breath, and sweating. Some people describe this feeling as similar to that of having a heart attack. These attacks are so random that people who suffer from them often live in fear of what could trigger their next attack. Number 3. GAD. General Anxiety Disorder, also known as GAD, is a very common disorder that affects millions of people each year. Basically, GAD is defined as having excess anxiety for no specific reason. You worry excessively about something you don't need to, or overanalyze something you did in the past. This constant unwanted negative attention eventually takes a huge toll on your life. Number 4. PTSD. Post-traumatic stress disorder is something you develop when you have gone through a trauma of some kind. These anxiety attacks can either stay with you or get triggered when you face your trauma. People often suffer years and years of PTSD before they let go of negative emotions. There are also anxiety disorders like separation anxiety disorder, which is the fear of being away from loved ones. Obsessive compulsive disorder make you do repetitive tasks or have recurring irrational thoughts. And illness anxiety disorder, known as hypochondria, that constantly makes you worry about having an illness. Have you ever had to deal with any anxiety disorder? Anxiety is silent, and so it often gets dismissed as simple worrying, but some symptoms can help you differentiate between a simple nerve and an anxiety disorder. 1. Constant feeling of restlessness even when performing a different task. Restlessness caused by anxiety often sticks around for a long time. 2. Uncontrollable feelings of worry. You can't stop worrying about small things and even start overanalyzing things that you don't need to. 3. Difficulties in falling asleep or staying asleep. 4. Increased heart rate and rapid breathing. 5. Trouble concentrating on something. 6. Mood swings or getting irritated very easily. Effects on your mental health. More than your physical health, anxiety tends to affect your mental health more aggressively. Seeing as the feeling of anxiety is more psychological than anything, no matter what anxiety disorder you have, they often similarly affect your brain. Anxiety floods your brain with stress hormones. One of the main causes of anxiety is stress, but prolonged anxiety can trigger a flood of adrenaline and cortisol in your central nervous system. These hormones are only produced in extreme situations, so the production of these hormones make your brain think that something scary is going to happen. In a normal situation, when the danger passes, you often calm down, but with anxiety, there is no immediate danger, so you feel the constant rush of adrenaline which stresses your body and tires your brain. This constant rush of stress hormones can overwhelm you in your day-to-day life. The constant fear of something bad happening can trigger a random panic attack or give you severe anxiety in the future that requires constant medical attention. This can also cause trouble in concentrating and affect your thoughts and creativity. Anxiety prevents you from reasoning. When you suffer from anxiety, all the situations and thoughts are exaggerated. Because of the constant stress and fear, the connection between the logical part of your brain, known as the prefrontal cortex, and the amygdala that alerts your brain of danger is weakened. This means that your brain lacks rational thoughts and logic, which helps you deal with a situation, which can then lead to irrational thoughts and erratic behavior. Anxiety makes you hold on to negative emotions. When you are anxious, your body is under a lot of stress, and in the stress-induced brain is often only good at focusing and holding on to negative emotions. Anxiety makes you feel like there are only bad things for you in the future. It squishes down any positive thoughts and fills your brain with positive negative outcomes. This constant negativity can cause lasting damage as you start to see bad in every situation. This affects your social life, work compatibility, and confidence. When you are anxious, you'll see that your brain often remembers all the negative memories and overanalyzes them. You feel helpless and depressed because you can't change them. Constant thoughts like these can lead you straight into depression and cause severe anxiety that affects your daily life and everything you do. In the end, you require medical attention and medication to perform even the most basic of tasks. It's better to take precautions and not let your anxiety get the best of you. Here are some of the things you can try to keep your anxiety in check. 1. Meditate. Meditation can help you push your negative thoughts away and focus more on your positive thoughts and emotions. 2. Avoid substance use, like drugs and alcohol. 3. Get enough sleep to keep your stress at bay. 4. Exercise and stay active to keep your brain from focusing on negative thoughts. 5. Get medical help. Medical help includes psychotherapy, behavior therapy, and medication. So if you ever feel too overwhelmed by your anxiety, don't hesitate to reach for medical help. Thank you for watching the video. In this video, you have learned more about anxiety, its types, symptoms, and how it affects your mental health. We have also learned some tips on how to deal with it. Can you relate to any of the symptoms? Or do you have your own struggle with anxiety? If you feel like you could use some help, don't hesitate to get help from a mental health care professional. Please like and share this video if it helped you and can help somebody else. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button for more brain balance videos. Thank you for watching. Until next time.